cracked one hand. What's up? Killcliff. Get our $1 million sponsorship. We're here at day 3 of our year-end training. You guys have probably done 2 workouts by now, knocked them out of the park. Today we're gonna have a little fun with some odd objects. Move fast with some odd objects, do some sprints. So here's what we have for our workout today. 6 rounds. I just realized that's gonna be backwards for you guys. Is it? I don't know if this will be backwards. Let's see. We're gonna go with it. All right, so we've got 6 rounds. On our first, 3rd, and 5th rounds, we're doing this work. 2nd, 4th, and 6th rounds, we're doing this work. We have 2 minutes of work on each. We're gonna rest 2 minutes between each round. So rounds 1, 3, and 5, you're gonna do a 100-foot odd object carry, followed by 5 odd object to shoulder reps. What is an odd object, you may ask? It is whatever your little heart desires. You can use a suitcase, a friend, a small child, large rocks. Don't make it breakable. Don't make it precious, but make it odd, make it heavy. Rounds 2, 4, and 6. We have a 2-minute AMRAP of a 100-foot sprint. So that's very short. We're looking to move as fast as we can there. Followed by 5 burpees. Again, low reps. So this is one where we're able to move the whole time for those 2 minutes. Again, after each of these, we'll rest for 2 minutes. So you'll do 100-foot odd object carry, 5 odd object to shoulder as many times through as you can in 2 minutes. Rest for 2. Then do our sprints and burpees for 2 minutes, rest for 2, and then go back through that whole cycle 2 more times. Let's go over them. Jess is gonna show us our movements. I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna do for our warm-up. So the first thing that we have is some jumping jacks. We're gonna do 3 different variations, 15 reps of each. So Jess is gonna start with a regular old jumping jack. Feet apart, hands together, then hands down and feet together. Then we're gonna go to arms out front jumping jacks. Same thing, but those arms are coming out front. And then we're gonna bring our arms behind our back, so arms overhead, and then clap behind our back with each rep. So 15 of those each to start out. Then we've got some back extensions. Jess is gonna start on the ground. Let's see if we can get a sweet angle here. That work? There we go. So she's going to lift chest off the ground, lift her thighs off the ground, pause for a second, and then back down. We're looking to engage through the low back here. We're gonna go 20 reps there. After we get those done, gotta check my notes because I have no idea what I'm doing. We're doing Spider-Mans, 6 each side. So Jess is gonna start in a push-up position. She's going to reach her foot up to her hand, and we're gonna have a little pause up at the top. Maybe pause for about 10 seconds. We wanna keep that back knee off the ground, but we can kind of poke around here, feel out whatever is tight, push that knee to the side, anything like that. Last, we are going to do some sprint starts. So we're gonna start right over here. Let's go on the concrete. Jess is gonna start at the bottom of a push-up. We're going to go to the top of a push-up and then immediately into a sprint. Go ahead and go slow motion on this first one. She's gonna take off. So our goal here is to go from the bottom of that sprint, keep a forward lean, and then drive through the toes and try and maintain that lean. We're just gonna go for about, let's say 12 to 15 steps. Go and go a little faster on this one, Jess. Go on your own. There you go. So again, we're looking to go from that lean, go with that lean forward and drive from our toes. Let's do one more. Go like super fast. Full speed ahead.
Jess doesn't move super fast.
Oh, Jess moves crazy fast. All right, ready? Go. There we go. Excellent. That's our warm-up. All right, so let's go over our odd objects. First, we are going to look at how to carry them, look at how to move them to the shoulder. We've got 2 objects here, a sandbag and an easy up. You can use whatever you have lying around the house. These should pretty closely mimic whatever you can get your hands on, a ladder, someone who's really tall. I don't know. Greg's gonna start with our sandbag. So we're going with the carry first. He's gonna pick that sandbag up from the ground with straight elbows, flat back. He's gonna stand up with that bag, bring his feet in, rest the bag on his legs, hug it tight to his chest, and stand from there. All we're doing from there is walking with fast feet. Boom. Another option that Greg has is he can do a Zercher carry. So that's gonna be similar. The difference is, I want you to get those elbows under a little bit more, Greg. Let's go ahead and reset with that bag. Let's get those elbows all the way underneath the bag. So he's basically cradling it in the crook of his arms. He's gonna have his hands up like he's flexing his biceps. Right there. Walk with it. Awesome. Now, when he gets his 100 feet done, Greg's gonna drop that bag, and we're gonna go 5 reps of sandbag to shoulder. So right there, straight arms, hug the bag, throw it up to the shoulder, right back down to the ground.
Down to the ground?
Sorry, down to the lat. Greg knows what he's doing. Beautiful. All right, next, let's look at how to use our easy up. Greg's gonna have to get creative here. You can carry it a couple of different ways. Let's see what you got, Greg.
All right.
I didn't tell him what to do here. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. So we're going to a Zercher carry here. He's got that easy up in the crook of his arms, and he's carrying it. I bet he could also carry it straight up and down, kind of hug it across like it's a really tall keg, like so. He can carry it that way. Could just be a big piece of lumber, a log, small tree, a large tree.
Large
As
tree.
far as large tree, always, no small trees here, no saplings. As far as getting that object to his shoulder, again, Greg's gonna have to get creative. Our goal is just to take it from down low to up high. Get it up there. Boom. That works. There you go. So he's got one arm over, one arm under. This is a lot like our keg carries. If you've done some, or keg cleans rather. If you've done some keg to shoulder with us, this might be pretty familiar with you. That's our movements for our odd object. Now let's look at our sprints. So we have a 100-foot sprint and 5 burpees. You all probably know how to sprint, but Greg's gonna show you how to do it real well. We want a little forward lean. Greg is going to fire off of his toes. 3, 2, 1, go. Beautiful. And our burpees, we are looking for chest down to the ground on each rep and a jump and clap at the top. Go ahead and show us a couple reps here, Greg. You know what to do. So we've got 5 rounds, or 5 reps there. You should be able to go straight from that last burpee into the sprint. That looks a lot like our push-up sprint starts. It's gonna let you go fast, cycle lots of rounds together. Go get it. All right, let's go over our cool down. We're gonna get a little bit of static stretching in today. Jess has 2 stretches to show us. First, we're gonna do a straddle stretch. So Jess is going to start in the straddle position. Her feet are out front. Let's get an angle where she's not washed out. There we go. Feet are out front. She's going to reach forwards, keep her back as flat as she can. The idea here is that we are spending 2 minutes kind of poking around, finding what feels tight, what needs it. Maybe one side needs a little more work than the other. We can kind of bias to one side and then the other. And your goal should be to finish with your arms further out front than where they started. Feels good. All right, next we've got a thread the needle stretch. This is gonna be for your lats. Get a little rotation through the core. Jess is gonna start in this position here. She's going to reach one arm across her body, rotate through her spine, drop that shoulder to the ground. And you can see from right here, she's kind of pinned that arm against the ground. She's using that as a point of leverage, and she's trying to lengthen out right here. So she's stretching out the lat, the shoulder. Again, a little bit of informed freestyling here. We get to kind of move around, feel whatever's tight. She can open up a little bit more, get some more rotation, lean to one side. You'll know it when you find it. We're gonna spend 1 minute per side there.